anunciar.
Oscar, why should people watch this
to
fight?
assure the fans that April 20 is going to happen with everything that's going on with Ryan Garcia, and just comment on where you think any insight on what's going on with him, and the fans are really concerned. Everybody.
I've been in touch with Ryan Garcia. I spoke to him yesterday. I literally did. Spoke to him yesterday. We were on video chat, whatever.
FaceTime.
Yeah, we're FaceTiming each other, and he looks good. He looks good. He looks ready. I'm telling you. Look,
He doesn't sound good. The fans are really concerned.
well, I mean, look, I all I know is that he left to camp yesterday, and he's with Derek James, and he's with his whole team. And one thing about Ryan is that he's been training, and there's about 6 to 7 weeks left to train and be ready for this fight, April 20th. That's perfect timing. Look, in my history, when I was fighting, I needed 5 to 6 weeks in camp. It's perfect timing. There's nothing that it's all good. We will see Ryan Garcia up in the ring on April 20th.
Do you think it was like the media tour that was giving him maybe a little bit too much, stress? And now that he's back with Derek, back in Texas, it's all like smooth sailing from now. Do you feel like?
You'll have to ask him. You'll have to ask him. You'll have to ask him.
Was there Oscar, we've seen
rabbit
a
hole, the YouTube rabbit hole?
Look, I mean, I'm not somebody to speak for Ryan. All I know is that he's a hard worker. All I know is that when he's disciplined and dedicated and determined, he will be in tip-top shape, in the best shape of his life come April 20th, because he knows Devin Haney's a tough nut to crack, and you gotta be in your A game against Haney. So, and he knows that. So I feel confident that we're gonna have a spectacular fight on April 20th.
He licked the sparring between him and Gervonta a couple of years back. I think Devin was like 17, right under 18. He's sparring Gervonta. Gervonta's maybe like 21. Did you get a chance to see the sparring?
Oh yeah, I did.
What did you think? People are making a lot out of it.
No, I mean, the fact that Devin is so young, and fighting a tough, I don't know if he was world champion already, Gervonta, but I mean, he did well. He did great, and it's only sparring. I mean, sparring. I used to get my ass kicked in sparring all the time, but it's that doesn't determine a champion, a winner, or a loser. So. I strongly feel that, look, Devin Haney is one of the best out there. He really is. He's very, very talented, and Ryan knows that, and that's why Ryan is going to take this fight very serious.
Oscar, Devin has all the skills in the world, but obviously we've seen the likes of Jorge Linares, Jojo Dia, Bocco, Devin Haney. Obviously, we know the speed and the power that Ryan brings to the table. Do you see him stopping Devin on April 20th?
Oh, wow. I mean, stopping him is huge, right? Because you got to catch him first, right? But like I said, they're 3-3. They know each other's styles, and you made a good point. A Linares, even a JoJo. When I was watching that fight live, he was putting his hands on Devin Haney. It doesn't mean that Devin Haney's the same fighter he was back then. I'm sure he's worked on everything. He's a better fighter. He's a complete fighter, a more mature fighter. But one thing about this fight that I love with Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney is that Ryan can knock you out with one punch, and that's all it takes. And with his speed, you just never know what's going to happen. So I'm excited for this one. I really am, because this can be like the event of the year, the fight of the year, with everything going around, the whole marketing plan that we're gonna put together, and the zone is behind it 1,000%. I mean, it's gonna be huge.
Devin looked great against Regis, obviously, but what will be the blueprint if you have to give Ryan to be that sharp? Because he looked obviously tip-top shape on.
Oh, he looked great. He looked great, but when you look great against a champion like Progress, you have to analyze everything, right? You have to analyze what did he do in training camp, how did he prepare for Devin Haney, and after the fight, I find out that what he didn't spar or something, or something was missing with Progress. He didn't have a trainer, or he didn't spar, or something, right? And I was like, okay, well that's the reason why, Haney probably took him apart easily.